You know, a few years ago, if someone would have told me that not only would I be starting a YouTube channel, that I'd be doing reactions to Justin Bieber, I never would have believed them. I would have laughed hysterically. But little did I know, here I am. And you know, they say, if something works, rinse and repeat. And I've been getting hounded to do this. So I'm proud to present to you today, here at Reflekton Records, I, Marcus, will be listening to the album Purpose. And I believe it's the deluxe version, if I'm right. Yes, the deluxe version of Purpose. And I will be doing my first time ever listening, ever hearing it, reaction. You know, I posted a video the other day talking about I'd like to get away from reactions and do more of a reflect-on approach, because that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm not just listening to the music and bobbing my head. I'm actually trying to relate my life to it, my life stories, and sharing it with the world, with you. Which, by the way, I can't thank enough. And I just want to mention that, you know, although I enjoy doing these reactions, I hope that you like rap, because in the next few days, I have something big coming, something that means a lot to me, and I would love to share it with you. It's not my music. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to promote my music. I'm here to do my reflect-ons, my reactions, but share new music with the world. And I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you stick around to see what happens. And I can't wait for the next album to come from Justin. Like I said before, it still says to be determined, but I have a feeling I'll be getting into that. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for being an inspiration for me to do this, to be here with you, to give me my purpose. So without further ado, I bring to you Justin Bieber with Purpose. And we're going to go through the whole thing. I know there's a few videos. Hopefully my battery lasts. If it cuts out, I'll have to switch that out. But we're just going to listen to the music again. I think that worked really well. And we'll kind of go from there. But the first song we have is Mark My Words.
Mark my words, that's all that I have. Mark my words, give you all I got, in every way I will. You're the only reason why. Oh, I don't wanna live a lie. Mark my words, mark my words.
You know, I can already feel this. Mark my words. You know, I've always said that my word is my bond, you know, and if you don't know already and you haven't really seen why I started this channel originally, it's mainly I wanted to have some type of history of who I am for my son. I have a son out there somewhere that I haven't seen in a few years. And I wanted to give my word by doing something with my life and giving him something to go back and reflect on, to know who I am in case he never gets to meet me. So I just want to say, this is for you.
See, I heard it all before, falling in and out of trust, trying to rekindle us, only to lose yourself, but I won't let me lose you.
You know, I just wanted to point out that the Journals album was in 2013, if I remember correctly, and now this was 2015, released on 2015. So, 2 years later, um, and this is released by Def Jam Recordings. That's funny, through Def Jam Recordings, why they wouldn't let him do more of a rap hip hop album. Someone had commented that they wouldn't allow him to do that, but we'll see. I think the future holds something new for this guy.
I won't let us just fade away. After all that we've been through, I'ma show you more than I ever could say. Mark my words, that's all that I have. Oh, mark my words, give you all I got, in every way I will.
All right, so if there's a skip in production here, I'm sorry about that. I accidentally hit the stop record and didn't even realize. As a small channel here, I'm still learning, still getting the kinks worked out here, so bear with me. Let's get back into it. We're still on Mark My Words.
That's all that I have. Oh, mark my words, give you all I got, in every way I will. You're the only reason why. Oh, I don't wanna live a lie. Mark my words, mark my words.
I just want to say that, I know this is most likely to a girl, a woman out there, and I don't know if it's Selena at this time or not. Maybe you could comment below and let me know. But I just want to say that, mark my words, that I will make something big out of this. I have no other option. This is all that I have left. This is my last shot at doing something with my life that I believe. So I'm giving it all that I got. Mark my words that I will give you the life that you deserve. Ooh, I like that. I have a feeling that this is going to get really deep. He's really going to expand on his ability as a singer, as an artist. I can see already, like with the album cover, he's got a whole bunch of tattoos. He's growing up. He's becoming a young man. So here we go. Let's get into the next track. This is I'll Show You.
At Metro, we...
There we go with the ads again. So let's take this time to remind everybody to like and subscribe. I can't do this without you. So if you don't subscribe and you don't comment, you don't like, I don't know what people want. But anyways, let's get into this. I'll show you.
My life is a movie.
Ooh, I think I've heard this one before.
Everyone's watching.
I just said, I think I've heard this one before, bits and pieces. I can't remember all of it, but I really love how that comes in. My life is a movie, everybody's watching, and I can so relate to this right now, like with what I'm doing. Everybody's watching my every move. I've had people comment that I look nervous, and this channel is under a year. I haven't really gotten into myself yet. I'm still finding, I've been working on my sound, my lighting, my background, just everything else, and my content, and I kind of forgot about to just be me. Although I do try, there's nothing really fake. Maybe you just haven't seen all that I can give yet, but I'll show you. Keep watching.
So let's get to the good part.
Let's get to the good part.
And past all the nonsense.
Ooh.
Sometimes it's hard to do the right thing when the pressure's coming down like lightning.
Ooh, I really like the sound of this.
It's like they want me to be perfect.
Ooh, right there. It's like they want me to be perfect. And just that right there, like there's so much pressure around me, like with what I'm doing, these reactions, who I'm choosing to react to. Like I said, I never would have imagined that I'd be doing reactions to Justin Bieber and that I'd get such a great response. But people seem to love it. And, I'm not just doing this for the views. I'm doing it because I genuinely want to know more about this guy. I want to see where he came from and what's leading up to who he is and what led up to who he is right now. Because I feel like, before 5-6 years ago, I never, wouldn't even thought about it. But I feel like I can relate to him now. And that's one thing that I do love is learning more about artists.
When they don't even know that I'm hurting. This life's not easy. I'm not made out of steel. Don't forget that I'm human. Don't forget that I'm real. Act like you know me, but you never will.
I think people forget that on YouTube and social media. You don't know me. You only see what I allow you to see. And, we're only human. But I will compliment YouTube on, the way the platform's going. I was talking with someone yesterday that subscribed. And, the comment they made is that it feels kind of like a safe haven now in the comments. There's trolls here and there, but, people are really caring for each other and uplifting. And I so respect that. I feel like I'm entering this platform at the perfect time. It's truly a blessing.
But there's one thing that I know for sure. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you.
I can't wait to show all of you what I have in store. Like, I have this huge vision, this big dream, so many things and so much that I want to do right now. And it gets irritating because I know it's one step at a time. I want that big studio, that perfect everything right now, but stick with me and I'll show you. I promise.
I gotta learn things, learn them the hard way. Gotta see what it feels like, no matter what they say. Sometimes it's hard to do the right thing, but when the pressure's coming down like lightning, it's like they want me to be perfect, when they don't even know that I'm hurting. This life's not easy, I'm not made out of steel. Don't forget that I'm human.
I really like this song, and I just want to put that it's so different from Journals. Journals started off really slow for me. And if you haven't watched that yet, make sure you go back and check it out because I couldn't get into it the first few songs. As much as I tried, I listened and it just wasn't hitting me. Now this, it's like I'm only the second song in and it's completely grabbed me. Crazy.
Don't forget that I'm real. You act like you know me, but you never will. But there's one thing that I know for sure. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. This life's not easy. I'm not made out of steel.
He has definitely shown the world, I think. He's been through so much. I learned that, and I had heard, I just didn't register and wasn't at the forefront of my mind that he had Lyme's disease. And he's battled that. And, with his drug and alcohol, I don't know how deep that went. But I went through that stage as well, and I knew that I was meant for so much more. I had a purpose. And I wanted to show the world. And that was my biggest reason for cleaning up my act. You know, I wanted to show the world that I wasn't what they came to believe of me. But anyways, let's get into the next track. I know you want me to hear the whole thing, and I will. Definitely, this is a great song. So far, mark my words, it goes in order. 1, 2, 3. Next one is What Do You Mean? I know I've heard this one. This was a radio hit. And here we go with another ad, which brings me to my point. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share if you will. I'd much appreciate it. Oh, YouTube's being slow with their loading times here. Come on now. I don't know what's going on. YouTube's been kind of like throttling. If you've been having the same trouble, let me know. I can't come up with an explanation what's going on. Oh, here we go. I love that clock.
What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean? Hey,
Yeah, I know this one.
Want me to move, but you tell me to go. What do you mean?
What is going on? Wow. This really is not cool. Wow, it's really just throttled.
Oh, what do you mean? Said you're running out of time. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Better make up your mind. What do you mean? You're so indecisive.
You know, I will say, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but, you know, with women, I find myself always asking this question. What do you mean? When you tell me you want to be with me, but then you're leaving me, I don't understand. Like, so much confusion. And that's a big part of why I've been single for a while now. Like, I was not only confused about my direction in life, but I didn't need, you know, someone else adding to that confusion, you know? Like, yeah, I always, you know, I wanted someone that knew themselves where they were going, for lack of a better word, you know.
What I'm saying, trying to catch the beat, make up your heart. Don't know if you're happy or complaining. Don't want for us to win, where do I start? First you wanna go to the left, then you wanna turn right. Wanna argue all day, making love all night. First you're up, then you're down, and in between. Oh, I really wanna know, what do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes, but you wanna say no. What do you mean?
You know, this beat is perfect for him and his sound. It was so perfect with the flute and everything. He rode this like a freaking wave. I mean, just perfect. I can see why it was a radio hit. I've heard it. I'm not going to pretend like I haven't. It's a great jam. So let's get to the next one. And this is Sorry. And another ad. You know what to do. Hit that like button. It amazes me that on the last video, I didn't get a single dislike. I mean, that's completely crazy. I appreciate it so much. You guys are so caring. It's wonderful. Ooh, I've heard this one too.
You gotta go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with apologies.
You know, I'm going to say on this album, I can already feel that he's more confident about himself and what he wants. On Journals, it seemed more like he was chasing somebody, wanting them to love him. And already I kind of feel in this one, it's like, take me for who I am, either love me or leave me kind of thing. Like, he knows what he wants. and where he's going, and either they're with it or they're not. That's what I'm getting from it. Just a lot more confidence.
I hope I don't run out of time, cause someone call a referee. Cause I just need one more shot, have forgiveness. I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. And by once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times.
I love that. When I say once or twice, I mean maybe a couple 100 times. I gotta get into some snacks here. My pistachios. If you like pistachios, give me a like.
So let me redeem on myself tonight. Cause I just need one more shot, second chances. Yeah. Is it too late now to say sorry? Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now?
Right here, this breakdown. Like I said, I've heard this. This is a great track. I'm gonna have to skip past it because I don't feel like it's real. I've heard it before. I like it. It's probably not in my top 3. I still only have a top 2, and that's Mark My Word and I'll Show You. So here we go with Love Yourself. I love the title of that one.
Shifted.
And another ad. I really wish I could get past these.
All the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs.
Okay, I know this is going to be in my top 3. I've heard this one too. I just got to play it. It's a great song.
You getting using my name. You think you broke my heart, oh girl, for goodness sake. You think I'm crying on my own, well I ain't. And I didn't want to write a song, cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't. But you still hit my phone up, and baby I'll be moving on. And I think it should be something I don't want to hold back. Maybe you should know that my mama don't like you.
Yeah, okay. I just got the chills for real. Like, this is my number 1 favorite. My mama don't like you. It's funny, you know, I've heard more of Justin's tracks than I've realized. This album must have been huge because I've heard 3 of these tracks so far. I'm going to play this one through because this song actually came out during one of my biggest breakups, and I could just relate to it so much because my mama did not like her whatsoever. And I felt like, you know, just singing this to her face.
She likes everyone, and I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, but now I know I'm better sleeping on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself.
I dedicate this to you.
When you
know who
me
I'm
that
talking
you
about.
hated
You.
my friends. The only problem was with you and not them.
That part right there was my favorite part of the song. You know, it wasn't my friends, it was you. It was both of us. I'll admit that. We had the problems. It wasn't them. And it got to a point where my friends literally stopped inviting us out to do things because it was so toxic between us. You know, there was so much jealousy. And if I was connecting with a friend and not paying enough attention to her, I got in trouble. And then we'd fight. It was a way, I believe, to, you know, just start a fight for no reason to pull me away and get the attention, whether good or bad.
And every time you told me my opinion was wrong, and try to make me forget where I came from. And I didn't want to write a song, 'cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care or don't. But you still hit my phone up. And baby, I'll be moving on. And I think it should be something I don't wanna hold back. Maybe you should know that my mama don't like you, and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, and now I know.
Hopefully my singing isn't too annoying. You know, and I know I said I was going to play this all the way through. This is, you know, a huge jam of mine. I really like this track. But I think we're going to have to cut it because my battery is, oh, it's still full. Okay, just checking this out. You know, and I'm going to figure out better ways of doing this so we're not doing so much cutting and all that nonsense. But let's skip to the next one. This is Company. And, you know, I feel like I'm just flying through this album, but like I said, I've heard more of this album than I even realized. It's just crazy.
Can we keep each other company? Oh, maybe we can be each other's company. Oh, company. Listen each other's lonely nights, be each other's paradise. Need a picture for my frame, someone to share my brain. Tell me what you wanna drink, I'll tell you what I got in mind. Oh, I don't know your name, but I feel like that's gonna change. You ain't gotta be my...
I don't know your name, but I feel like that's going to change. I've been there. You know, when you see someone and you just know that you were destined to meet them. And they're not everyone's meant to stay in your life, but there's key moments when you do meet someone that you just know you're meant to learn something from them. First things first, their name.
I love you to call me baby. Never been about no pressure. Ain't that serious? Can we keep each other company? Oh, maybe we can be each other's company. Oh, company.
You know, this one is kind of, you know, it's not really juicy, but it's more of that, you know, love at first sight type track. I can already tell I'm not really into it. I'm not going to fake it. I'm going to skip to the next one. Like I said, I apologize if it feels like I'm just rushing through this album, but the first 3 songs, I mean, there is 3 songs that I've already heard. And I like hearing new music, you know, and actually being able to relate to it in the moment. So the next one is No Pressure. We have another ad. Once again, folks, like, share, subscribe. I hate to keep saying it, but it's what makes this channel grow. Because of you, you make this happen. This has a different sound to it. I love those 808s.
I'm believing you'll pick up one day. I don't wanna add to your pain at all. I'm praying that time makes a change in your life. I'm realizing how much you made a change in my life. And I don't wanna spend it with nobody else. Hear me? Don't nobody deserve myself. Oh no. Baby, what I'm saying is you ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Right now. Don't rush, no pressure. No pressure. You ain't gotta make your mind up.
Okay. Wow. This is a competitor. not for the words. The other songs I liked for the words and the meaning, but this one, the way he's da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. I mean, I love the way his rhythmic tone is just, he's got a cadence to it. I really like that. I mean, and that's why he would be such a great rapper. He knows how to, I believe if you give this kid a fire beat with some hard 808s, he will ride it all the way through. I mean, I can just see it. I got to bring this back.
Don't nobody deserve myself. Oh no, baby, what I'm saying is, you ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Right now, don't rush, no pressure, no pressure. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Calm down, don't rush, no pressure. Thought that you were in it for the paper. Never thought I'd take you serious. Now I need you, not a moment later. Losing it, I'm so delirious. And I'ma put up a fight for it. Never give up a love like this.
Right there, and he switches it up again, just da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, I couldn't even hit those notes if I tried. Mad respect. I just love his versatility in this track. This is gunning for my #1 favorite, just because of the sound and the versatility.
Finally I found someone that can do me like no other. Talking to my conscience, I made a few mistakes. I did it to myself. I'm the only one to blame. I know you need a little while to believe again, to love again. Oh, you ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Right now, don't rush, no pressure. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now.
I could see myself sending this to a girl, you know, and I'll just put in, I can see that he's acknowledging that he's made mistakes. And he's coming to a realization, I feel like, in this track, you know, that no matter, you know, what happens, he's willing to, he's asking for forgiveness, you know, and wanting to make amends. And he's telling her, you know, you don't have to say yes now, but you're going to in the future.
I'll be waiting for you. Don't rush, no pressure. Baby, don't rush. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Right now. Don't rush, no pressure. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. No, still, don't rush, no pressure. Put my key in the ignition.
He's got the R. Kelly line right there, key in the ignition. But I will say, I'm looking at the tracks right now, and the length of these songs is much higher than, you know, on the Journals album. They were like 2-3 minute songs on the Journals album. These are like 5-minute songs, 4 or 5 minute songs. So you can tell there's a lot more effort put into this album.
Don't rush it, girl, just stretch it out for me. I know that you ain't got no place to leave. Girl, I need your attention. And every time I see you make that face, I wanna love you all over the place. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it to me. No.
Look,
no.
I know you don't want to talk, right?
Is that Big Sean? It is Big Sean. Oh my God, I had no idea. Like, I didn't know they had so many collaborations together. Wow. And if you watch the other video, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Big Sean.
We've been on and off like the cross lights. You heard I'm playing with them hoes like I golf, right? When I touch it, I get frostbite. Girl, you're so cold, so cold, so cold. How we so young, but living so old. In the bed together, but we sleeping solo. That could drive you loco. You supposed to be my...
In a bed together, but we're sleeping solo. How many of you have been there? You don't know what to say. You want to touch them. You want to break that barrier, but there's so much between you. I'm just going to say Justin killed this track already. Big Sean's got the lyrics, but Justin came with the flow, the sound. There's no competition.
Uno, Yoko, Ono, oh no, round 2 again. We've been fighting more than Ryu and Ken. Last time we argued 8 straight days. I learned my lesson, I got straight A's. And I know it's deeper than masseuses. Oosh, you know I eat the cookie like I'm Lucius. Go ahead and take the time, but it's a waste of time. If your waist ain't on mine, think about it.
You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. Right now. Don't rush, no pressure. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make your mind up right now. I'll be waiting for you. Don't rush, no pressure. Baby, don't rush.
I can't imagine the satisfaction of making a track like this and knowing that the girl that you're crushing over or with is going to hear it, like, or even being the person listening to it, knowing it's about you. Like, what a feeling. I mean, I wish that I could put out a track like this right here and just expose my emotions. Oh, the satisfaction. So let's get into the next song. The next song we have here is No Sense, and be prepared for another commercial. These ads, I tell you what, killing me, Smalls. So No Sense. Travis Scott. Okay. 808s.
Yeah. It don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. It don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. Sun don't set the same unless you're watching it go down with me. Oh no. The bed won't sleep the same unless you're waking up in it with me.
See, there's that confidence I'm talking about. The bed don't sleep the same unless you're waking up in it with me. Like, he knows what he's got. He knows what he has to offer. And he's serving it on a plate. Like, take it. If you want it, it's yours.
Oh, my, it's a vacant house when you're gone away. It's so empty. And love don't make sense when it's empty. Oh, no. I've driven almost every car. It ain't the same when I'm without you.
I can feel that. I'm a big auto head. I've had a lot of vehicles in my time. Ask anyone who knows me. I've had a lot of nice vehicles. And they just don't ride the same unless you got that girl in that passenger seat. Someone to share it with. You know. And girls, I'm going to let you know. If you feel like your guy crushes over his car more than you, trust me. When you're in it and you're riding with him, you're the prize. He's showing you off. He just wants you to ride in that glass slipper. And that's the truth. Give me a like if you know what I mean.
Been around a million stars. None of them shine brighter than you. The sky will be so dark now without you. Yeah, baby. It don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. It don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. Oh, been around the world, ain't the same without you. It don't make no sense unless I'm doing it with you. Focus ain't the same if the picture ain't got you in it.
Focus ain't the same unless it's got you in it. You know, I'd like to bring that back, but I won't. I know y'all heard it, but the way that was dropping with that synth or whatever that was, just dun, dun, I wish he would have brought up his vocals a little bit more on that, though. Like, I felt like the beat was a little bit harder, and he could have been a little bit more grimy with it. Like, I was waiting for it, but he still delivers.
And every line, my emotions ain't the same if it ain't about you. I
right, so I think that I've heard what I needed to hear out of that track. There were some good one-liners in there. Not in my top 3. So the next one we got The Feeling. Okay. Another ad. I apologize, folks. I need to pay for the premium so I don't get these. YouTube Premium is ad-free, right?
You out of me, a part of me's like anatomy. You're pulling me in like your gravity. Oh, I'm notorious for thinking you're full of beautiful instead of hollow.
So I just realized Halsey's in this track. The Feeling featuring Halsey. I didn't even know she was around at this time. Like, I didn't really start hearing about Halsey until G-Eazy and, you know, like MGK, that whole thing. No idea. You know, they sound really well together. I'm surprised they haven't done more tracks together. I really enjoy Halsey's voice. It's unique. It's different. You know, and what they said, am I in love with you or am I in love with the feeling? You know, and I think we can all relate to that. You know, the feeling of just having someone with you, the feeling of someone caring, even the feeling of the fighting and the arguments, like, those are also addicting because when you get so low and if you're in a toxic relationship, the highs feel so great, you know, when you are doing good. I think it's the feelings that are more addictive than anything.
You give to me everything, anything that I could dream. At least that's what it seems. Could it be? I don't know what's good for me. Oh, I'm notorious for thinking you're full of beautiful instead of hollow. Sugar on your lips is hard to kill. Dragging like a pill, so hard to swallow. Am I in love with you? Am I in love with you? Or am I in love with the feeling?
I'm going to say that I like the message, but I don't feel like this is Justin's vocals. It sounds very drowned out. I'm not sure where this is coming from. I can't pinpoint it, but I really don't feel like Justin is in this track. I'm just not hearing it. You know, and not every track is a banger. I get that. Kind of feels like a filler track, so I'm going to have to skip on that one. My apologies if that's one of your favorites. Just not mine. Next one we have here is Life is Worth Living. Amen. And another ad. Well, we're going through them at least. The artist is getting paid for this. I love piano.
Ended up on a crossroad, try to figure out which way to go. It's like you're stuck on a treadmill, running in the same place. You got your hazard lights on now, hoping that somebody would slow down. Praying for a miracle, oh, show your grace. Had a couple dollars and a quarter tank of gas, but the long journey ahead. Seen a truck pull over, God sent an angel to help you out. He gave you direction, showed you how to read a map. But that long journey ahead, said it ain't never over. Oh, even in the midst of doubt, life is worth living.
I have so been there, exactly what he's talking about. I have literally been there in the middle of nowhere, lost, no direction. And I've had miracles happen that have led me back to where I belong, that kept me safe, and showed me that life is worth living. When I was at my deepest pit, when I wanted to quit, I really like this one.
Life is worth living, so live another day. The meaning of forgiveness. People make mistakes, doesn't mean you have to give in. Life is worth living again.
This is a very simple track with hard-hitting words. The story behind it already is incredible.
Relationship on a ski slope, avalanche coming down slow. Do we have enough time to salvage this love? Feels like a blizzard in April, 'cause my heart is just that cold. Skating on thin ice, but it's strong enough to hold us up. Seen us screaming hollow, put us both on blast. Tearing each other down when I thought it was over. Casting an angel to help us out, yeah.
And I've been there too. Exactly word for word what he's saying. Except for, and maybe I'm not seeing it in the right light, but he didn't. There wasn't any intervention that saved our relationship. For better or worse, we did split up. And I think that was the true intervention for us to go our separate ways, because we were holding each other down. Great things came out of the relationship, but I think we were meant to go our own separate way. I probably wouldn't be where I am today speaking to you if I was still in that relationship. And Lord knows I'd give it all up. But I'm here, and this is my purpose.
He gave us direction, showed us how to make it last. For that long journey ahead, said it ain't ever over. No, even in the midst of doubt, life is worth living. Life is worth living, so live another day. The meaning of forgiveness. People make mistakes, doesn't mean you have to give in. Life is worth living again. Oh, life is worth living again.
Okay, so I really like that track. I like the meaning. I like the message. It's probably not one that I would jam out to. It's probably not in my top 3. But just hearing it was very inspirational, very uplifting. It'd be a good song to listen to on a rainy day. So anyways, we got a few tracks here, like the remixes for Where Are You Now? 2 of them are blocked in the country, so we're going to skip to the next track, which is Children. And another ad. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, stick around. You're not going to want to miss what's happening. Here at Reflekton Records, big things in the mix.
Look at all the children we can change. What about a vision? Be a visionary for a change. We're the generation who's gonna be the one to fight for it. We're the inspiration. Do you believe enough to die for it? Who's got the heart?
Okay, this is crazy. I just see that the producer of this track is Skrillex. Wow, I never would have imagined.
Who's got it? Whose heart is the biggest? Wear it on your sleeve. But we can make a difference. Oh yeah. Who's got the heart? Who's got it? Whose heart is the biggest? Now, wear it on your sleeve. But we can make a difference.
Okay, right there. I really like what he's saying. You know, who's got the heart? Who's got the biggest? You know, wear it on your sleeve to make a difference. And that's what I feel like I'm doing when I make these videos. You know, I really try to wear my heart on my sleeve and be transparent in my thoughts, where I came from. You know, that's the whole message behind Reflekton Records, to look back on my life, where I came from and where I'm going. And not only that, but to hear your story. So if there's something that you can relate to in one of these songs, make sure that you leave a comment. I get back to every comment. I look at every comment and I try my best to relate to every comment. You know, I want this to be a place where we can not only enjoy music and feel the emotions, but also share our story. So if you have something to say, leave a comment. You know, I think this one is saying, like, kind of like the youth of the nation, the children of this generation are going to be the ones to, you know, lead the world. You know, that's what I'm getting from it. I mean, if you have a different explanation, let me know. That's how I feel about it so far.
What about the children? Look at all the children we can change. What about a vision?
You know, that's really inspirational right there. You know, like, you know, I don't know how many, you know, young adults or teenagers see my channel, but I really want to be, you know, somewhat of a role model for people of all ages, not just children. You know, I don't think that this is going to be a children's show. That's not what this is intended to be. But, you know, if I can help someone through hard times, and I know going through the younger phases of life are the most difficult, and I just want to be that voice to help guide people through. So if I can make a difference, I'm going to try.
Be a visionary for a change. We're the generation who's gonna be the one to fight for it. We're the inspiration.
This song has so much relevance to the times that we're dealing with now. And I'm not going to get into it. Everybody around the world knows what's happening and that a change needs to happen in order for us to evolve. And we need to set that example to our children, for our children.
Do you believe enough to die for it? To
Yes.
die for it? Who's got the heart? Who's got it? Whose heart is the biggest? Wear it on your sleeve.
Right here at this point, I feel like this is kind of like bumped up into number 2. The meaning alone behind this song is so incredible. I feel like it's speaking directly to me. It's so hard in this day and age, and that's where I want, my channel to be different. I feel like there's a lot of people doing these reaction videos that they keep out themselves from the video. They don't want to wear their heart on their sleeve. And I try to do that as much as possible. And I think I could do it even better. Down the road when I'm more comfortable and more relaxed with what I'm doing, I think I can be completely transparent. And, I just kind of want to set the bar for other channels to do the same. Don't hide behind products or reviews or videos. We need those. I watch them just as much as anybody else. But I think if we had more people being real and giving the world a glimpse into their life, we could connect on such a better level. Give me a like if you know what I mean. Come on now.
So we can make a difference. Oh yeah. Who's got the heart? Whose heart is the biggest? Wear it on your sleeve. So we can make a difference. Oh yeah.
I love this build up.
So we can make a difference. Oh yeah.
All right, so I really like that track. I have a feeling the rest of it's just kind of a breakdown into, Skrillex. I can't believe that this didn't get more of a radio play. Maybe it did. I never heard it. The rest of them were big enough to where I heard. So let's move on to the next track.
Low key.
We have Purpose. I have a feeling this one's going to be deep. It's going to have meaning. Hence the name of the album. There's the piano again.
Feeling like I'm breathing my last breath. Feeling like I'm walking my last steps. Look at all of these tears I've wept.
I will say that I really respect Justin for the fact that he is really able to wear his heart on his sleeve. We've seen him cry. We've seen a lot of emotions from him. We've seen angry, we've seen happy, and we've seen sad. And I think some people hold on to that and they try to get down on him and say that he's, whiny and stuff like that. I don't, maybe back before I actually knew who he was and felt like I could relate to him, maybe, I'd never verbally said it, but I did kind of feel that. But I can respect that, it's not a sign of weakness. It shows that we're human.
Look at all the promises that I've kept. I put my all into your hands. Here's my soul to keep. I let you in with all that I can. You're not hard to reach, and you've blessed me with the best gift that I've ever known.
I feel like this is kind of his, maybe a testimony. I see on the picture here, he's got a cross tattooed on his chest. I feel like this is him giving thanks to his higher power. I believe that's God in this case. And I can really respect, the acknowledgement that he's giving. It takes a man to do that.
You give me purpose. Yeah, you've given me purpose. Thinking my journey's come to an end.
It's just beginning, brother.
Sending out a farewell to my friends. Far in a peace. Ask you to forgive me for my sins.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, would you please? I'm more than grateful for the time we spent. My spirit's at ease. I put my heart into your ears. Learn the lessons you teach. No matter when, wherever I am, you're not hard to reach. And you've given me the best gift that I've ever known. You give me purpose every day.
You know, I'll just say, before I found my higher power, I was blinded to my purpose. And maybe not even blinded, but I turned a blind eye to it. I knew that my calling and my purpose was going to be a battle. And I wasn't quite prepared for it. So I was thrown through these obstacles in life that strengthened me to overcome the obstacles and face them today. And if I would have never opened my eyes and opened my heart to that stuff, I can't imagine where I'd be. And here I am making these videos. Like I said, a few years ago, if you would have told me this is what I would be doing today, like, yeah, right. Come on now. But here I am, and I'm so thankful to be here.
You give me purpose in every way. Oh, you are my everything. Oh, you are my everything.
I don't know if this is wrong because someone else is telling me that it's wrong, but I feel this, so let me just try my best not to let this happen again. We weren't necessarily put in the best position to make the best decisions. You can't be hard on yourself for it. These were the cards that you were given, so you have to understand that these, that's not who you are. You know you're trying to be the best you can be, but that's all you can do. If you don't give it all you got, you're only cheating yourself. Give it.
Ooh. If you don't give it all you got, you're only cheating yourself. Wow. I literally have the chills right now. You know, here we go with Justin being a philosopher. I feel like I'm learning so much from this. I'm at a loss for words. This is a truly beautiful track. Wow.
Give it all you got, but if it ends up happening, it ends up happening. That's what's happening with me. It's like, God, I'm giving it all I got. Sometimes I'm weak and I'm gonna do it, and it's like I'm not giving myself grace. I'm just understanding that's just how it is.
The only thing I can say is thank you to my subscribers for guiding me in this direction. I really feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be at this moment, in this moment, right here with you. Wow. And it's so hard because there's so many obstacles that have tried to distract me from doing this. And, you know, my self-conscious that's told me that I'm not good enough to do this. But I know that I am. And we're going to the top. Reflekton Records. Give me a like if you know what I mean, if you feel me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because this is our purpose. So on to the next one. Ben Yu. I feel like he's going to step into my shoes and let me know that I'm not alone. I could be wrong. I don't know how you can top that last one, though.
Feeling the remnants, gone in an instant, blink of an eye, no goodbye. I had a notion, deep as the ocean, blue like the sky. Oh my, like a permanent stain. Wishing I could just wash away. Hate our love was in vain. Who was to blame for all the pain? For all the pain. If I would've known, if I would've known, if I would've known, it could have been you. If I had the chance, if I had the chance, I'd make us brand new.
Now, is he saying that he might have ruined an opportunity with somebody? You know, I think that's what he's saying, and I can feel that. I think, I had opportunities with certain people in my life, and I not only pushed them away, but sabotaged them on purpose. There's days that I wonder, they could have been the one. Just my thoughts. Let me know what you think.
I never wanted to be your enemy. But if I would've known, it could have been you. The repercussions, I'm missing your loving, haunts me at night. The ghosts are alive. All of the memories of serenity dwindle in my mind all the time.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't really feel this track. What he's saying, I completely relate to. I mean, there's so many nights that I just sit and think about that special someone, like what we could be doing, what we could have done, and what we did. And I can't help but wonder, if I would have changed or did things different, could it have been them? I'm not really into this track. Just my honest opinion. I feel it, but it's just not getting me. So let's get to the next one, Get Used to It. Another commercial. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like, get with it. We got big things coming. I can't wait to share them with you. Get used to it.
Subjected to my system, reflecting on the days when we used to be.
Reflecting on the days. Reflekton Records. Give me a like if you heard that too.
Just friends, protected both our interests. Our trust was in a bank. That's where our hearts were safe. And then we got closer. Separated from my ex till we got closure. Oh, in every visit, feelings got stronger. Now this is out of our hands. Our love is here to stay. So get used to me checking in all day. Get used to me falling through just to see your face. There in a moment I won't need your praise. Get used to me touching you. Get used to me loving you. Oh, get used to it.
So he's just saying, get used to me being a romantic, a good guy. Get used to my love. And I think, girls can definitely relate to this, or I have had experiences where, because I'm a romantic guy, I like to show my love, and I've had women confused by it, and maybe because they were with, emotionally unavailable men previously, but it seems they kind of shy away from a good guy because it seems, too good to be true. And, I always try to give my 100% when I'm in a relationship and show them just how much that I do love them, because, you want the reciprocation of that love. You get what you give into it, kind of thing.
April shower you forever and for me. Till your flowers bloom in June. Make sure that our fireworks be your 4th of July for life. As long as you stand right by my side. Keep growing closer.
This one's a little too soft for me. And I can almost guarantee that this isn't a song for the guys. It's not up my alley. So I think we're going to have to skip to the next one. Like I said, I apologize if this might be your favorite song and I'm not playing it through. It's just, I'm a guy. It's just a little too soft for my liking. So here we are with the next track. We are. Right after this short ad. Here we go. Nice.
You ain't gotta question it. You already know the answer. The truth don't make us relevant. Hurts, but it's necessary. Don't want us to lose what we are. Don't want us to lose what we are. Lose what we are. If it ain't broke, then we don't need to fix it. Believing in it, she say I have you live it. No, they won't.
If it ain't broke, then we don't need to fix it. And that is a saying that's been playing round and round in my mind these past few weeks. Especially with this channel, I've been trying to find where I need to go. And it seems like I'm in the right direction, but I keep kind of like backtracking, trying to see what I could fix and do differently. But, it keeps coming into my mind, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know that probably has nothing to do with this song, just what he said, I felt.
I'll be happy till your love is over. They tryna break us up, but you don't wanna get it. They ain't never had your back like I got it. They ain't never had trust like how we got it. So they can't help but you come and hate on it. They see what we got and you know they want it.
Yep.
No question it. You ain't gotta.
How many of you been there where you know that the people in your life see what you have and they want it? So they'll do whatever to get it. Between jealousy, revenge, roadblocks. I mean, I think I said that in the last reaction I did with, the Journals album. I've totally been there where people try to sabotage what you have.
Question it. You already know the answer. The truth don't make us relevant. Hurts, but it's necessary. Don't want us to lose what we are. Don't want us to lose what we are. Lose what we are. It's like you're always looking for a problem, but there ain't enough equations for you to solve them. So quick to turn nothing right into something. Get the numbers on my phone, go ahead and call them.
And I've been there too, where it feels like they're just looking to find a fault in something that's good. Like I just said, it's got to be too good to be true. Let me find something that's wrong with who you are. Stop doing that. Stop sabotaging something good. If it's going to crash, it's going to happen when it's meant to. Just enjoy it while you're in it.
They ain't never had my back like you got it. They ain't never had a chance how you got it. So they can't help but to come and hate on it. They see what we got and you know they want it. Don't question it. You ain't gotta question it. Oh, you already know the answer.
I'm going to have to skip past this one. It's another that I like what it's saying, but it's not one that I can fall into. It's not what I am. So here we go. We got the next track. Oh, that's an ad. But this is Trust.
If I believe in love, and you believe in love, then we could be in love somehow. If you want the best for us, like I want the best for us, then we gotta learn to trust right now. Don't let this effort go to waste. Put our all in it. Don't wanna be left with the question, why?
I really like that this is the second to last track. I feel like he's sending a message. You know, trust is the hardest thing to earn in someone, to earn from someone and to put into someone. You know, it's such a key element in any relationship. Even doing this, you know, I have to trust myself. You know, when I say that I'm going to do these, you know, reactions and give these to you people, you know, I have to trust that what I'm saying is true. And if I don't follow up with that, then I can't even trust myself, and let alone you can't trust me. And that's why when I say something that I'm going to do, I do it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm here. And if you can appreciate that, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know you're with me.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Do we really come this far just to watch it go down the drain? Yeah. Sometimes our heart can see what's invisible to the eye. All you gotta do is listen to your deepest feelings, they don't ever lie. And giving up is immature. There's so much more to live for. They don't wanna see us together now, 'cause we're strong enough to endure. Whoa.
Is it just me? Maybe it is, but I feel like this one's kind of off key a little bit. I feel like this is just another filler song. He's not really on it. He's got a message, but there's something with the beat that's not fitting him. I'm just not hearing it. So, we've come to the last track, and this is all in it. I'm really hoping just on his last track, or his last album, Journals, the last track just hit me so hard. I'm hoping I'm not building up false expectations. Let's see what he's got.
Shipped is delivery done.
And another ad. Here we go, folks.
Some deals on
All in. A guitar. This is new.
Don't do nothing unless your heart's in it. Heart's in it. Heart's in it.
Right there. I can already feel it. Like I said, this is something new. He's got a guitar. The last few tracks were pianos, and I love my pianos, but guitar takes the cake for me, especially acoustic guitar. And just how he comes in, don't do nothing unless your heart's in it. Why would you do anything that you don't enjoy? I mean, we don't enjoy going to work. At least I don't. When I had my job, I hated it. But I had to work that job because I wanted to pursue this. I needed money for this gear. And that's what my heart was in. So I used that to balance it out. If I went to work, I was able to save up enough money to do this. This is what my heart was in. So I had to work for it.
Don't do nothing unless you're all in it.
Yeah.
All in it. All in it.
And I just have to say again, you know, I wouldn't be doing this unless I'm all in it. If I didn't have big dreams and big plans for this, I would have never put my face out there. So I hope that you can believe in me that we're going to the top. We're going to make this something wonderful. I'm all in it.
If you got a 20 for all of your tries, 20 for all of the times you got back up. Whoa, could be a billionaire in a year. That's why you gotta think till you're there on the regular. If you got a diamond for all of your passion, diamond for your dedication, you could be icy like cake and icy for every occasion. Gotta go hard, yeah. Solo condoning, love is a component. You're the only opponent. Gotta seize the moment.
to seize the moment. And that's exactly what I felt like I was doing. Excuse me, when I first started this, I felt like it was at the beginning of kind of like the whole pandemic when everyone was at home and locked down. And I felt like if anyone's going to be paying attention, now is the time of all time. So I didn't even have a good camera. If you go back and look at it, it was horrible quality, really cringy stuff. And I want to delete it, but I have to keep it to see where I came from. But I had to jump in and seize the moment, like get it while it's there, run with it.
And don't do nothing less your heart's in it, heart's in it, heart's in it. Don't do nothing less you're all in it, all in it, all in it. Come again each time till the water runs dry. Oh, don't do nothing less you're all in it, all in it, all in it.
And I just want to say, although there's tracks that I didn't enjoy that I had to skip through, I'm all in this, and that's why I do a whole album at a time, because I didn't want to be, kind of halfway in between and already listen to the tracks and find the ones that I liked. I wanted to put everything in for you to see me as the album goes through, and be all in it. And I had someone say you can't upload a video that's that long, and it's really hard to sit through a whole album like this and record this whole thing and then edit the whole thing and then wait for it to upload. But it's all or nothing. If I were to go through and pick the tracks that I only liked, what's the point?
Never had a guitar, man, so 5 strings. A guitar with only 1 string. I could only play one song. Ooh. A simple melody, simple enough to make the world sing, strong enough to make your mood sway. You know what I mean? If you got a diamond for all of your passion, diamond for your dedication, you could be icy like cake and icy for every occasion. Gotta go hard, yeah. Solo condone. Love is a component. You're the only opponent. Gotta seize the moment. And don't do nothing less your heart's in it, heart's in it, heart's in it. Don't do nothing less you're all in it, all in it.
This is kind of tough for me. This feels like it should be in my top 3. I don't feel like I have a top 5 for this album, and I'm probably going to get some, bad comments and bad remarks because I've heard nothing but good things about this album. I just feel like there was more tracks on the Journals album that I liked. So far we got Mark My Words, I'll Show You, and Sorry for my top 3. Okay, so we got 4. Oh, there is a top 5. I'm sorry. So we got Mark My Words, I'll Show You, Sorry, or no, not Sorry, Love Yourself. And these are going in order. Number 1, Mark My Words. Number 2, I'll Show You. Number 3, Love Yourself. Number 4, Purpose. I feel like that should be higher. I'm going to just have to say it. I'm going to have to put Purpose at number 1. Just because the message, and then we got number 5, All In It. I'd like to rank that higher, but man, I didn't believe that there were so many that I liked off this. It really didn't feel like it. Now looking back, though, those are my top 5.
All in it, again each time till the water runs dry. Oh, don't do nothing less you're all in it, all in it, all in it. All in it.
growing up, I always felt like I had to be the best at everything.
Ooh. I mean, here he goes again, dropping knowledge. Come on now.
Because I just didn't think I was good enough. And maybe if I was good at something that I'd get recognition from that. But I quickly found out that I wasn't going to get the recognition that I wanted or that I needed because people aren't perfect. And by not being perfect, you sometimes can disappoint people. And with God, it's like he's perfect and he never disappoints. So I just get my recognition from him.
Ooh.
And give him recognition.
Ooh. Wow. That was beautiful. And once again, he doesn't disappoint. The last track, it just sums up everything. Wow. Now I'm going to need another few days to digest what I just took in, really think about this. And again, I just want to thank everybody for pointing this album out, leading me in this direction. And I said on a comment the other day that I really felt like, you know, the fans of Justin and his Biebers, you know, took my hand and are leading me through this journey now. One that I never would have expected to be on. But I'm so thankful to be here. And that's my honest, from the bottom of my heart, input. Truly a beautiful album. You know, a few tracks ago, I was going to say that I felt Journals more. But this really is a more adult approach. Something that I can relate to on a lot of aspects. A lot of good songs, you know, that the boom bop songs. And then he has these songs with such knowledge. Once again, I feel like I've been opened up and just spun around. And this is truly an album that I can reflect on. I can't wait to see where this goes. I mean, but also I need to remember to just stay in the moment and, you know, realize what's happening. And just so crazy. Once again, thank you so much. If you're watching this, make sure you leave a comment, you know, not only for the algorithm, but so I can connect with you. Let me know how this made you feel. I feel like I can't do it justice in words. But I'm so glad that I decided to take the time to reflect on this record. I feel like I'm just exactly where I need to be. There's no doubt in my mind. Wow. The only question I have is, why didn't I do this earlier? But then it's like, I'm right where I'm supposed to be in this moment. So with that, folks, I'm going to end this because it's going to take the rest of the day to edit and upload. It's going to be a surprise to most because I haven't let anyone know that I'm doing this. I just told them that I would. And, you know, I got up this morning and I've kind of just been sitting back and absorbing things that were going on, but I could just feel that my momentum was slowing. And this only gave me that boost to keep going. But make sure you stick around. If you haven't subbed yet, make sure that you hit that button. Hit the notifications. I can't wait until I, you know, pass the threshold so I can start leaving notifications for people and having the chat and connecting more with everybody. We're almost there. But I do have some surprises coming in December. You know, I spoke with a buddy and there's a lot in the works. I plan to upgrade my look. I'm every time I feel like I'm satisfied, there's just a new idea that comes up and something better I could do. And I always take your comments into consideration. So any recommendations you have that I could do better, let me know. Don't be afraid to speak up. This is for all of us. We're all in this. So with that, folks, like always, stay safe. Do something productive today. Don't wait. Do it today. And Godspeed.